Welcome to Punk Palace Sessions Week 9. Thank you for coming out again, coming in, you know. I'm Tensheds, and this week I'm going to be playing my latest album, which came out just before Christmas, and I did 2 tours, Beans on Toast with this album, and then just as me and Ed, my drummer, got on the road, we had to cut the tour. So this is me playing on my own, with Ed here in spirit, drumming away wherever he is up in Yorkshire. So, this is the first single, this is Youngbloods. Thank you very much. So welcome again those that are tuning in. This is Deathrow Disco Weekend. This is kind of a short album, by my standards. And me and Ed, we went away to Wales and we booked like a cottage in the middle of nowhere so we could settle our gear up and write the album. Something I'd not done this way before, but we locked away for 5 days a week or something like that. And we kind of hoped for the best, you know, going somewhere and having to come out with a record fully written. And then it seemed to go really well, and after 3 days we'd written all the songs, so that number stuck in my head, so then I set 3 as a limit for everything to do with this record. So we wrote it in 3 days, recorded it in 3 days, down in Bristol with Sam. And this next song is the second single. These videos for these two singles are available on YouTube, filmed by the wonderful Jez Leather, so please do go and check them out if you haven't already seen them. Without further ado, this is Gold Tooth.
Don't forget to leave your keys and then the door. When the time comes and you want something more, you can always count on it. Well, once I was hungry and then I was sick. Once the lady threw into my cup a hammering. She asked me if I want a bed for the night. Said I with you to the lady. And you say that you want to love, and you say that you want to be free, but you're whoring out the body in town saying love man, this just ain't for me. Say let yourself go, say let yourself go. Well, Saturday and day for five, if you want to go down to, I come home early baby looking for you, but you're waiting around. You say that you want to love, and you say that you want to be free, but you're pouring out the party in town saying, oh man, this just ain't for me. Say let yourself go, say let yourself go. Nothing but change, standing on the pedestal in the spotlight. Oh, you're looking so strange. And you say that you want to love, and you say that you want to be free, but you're whoring out the party in town saying, oh, man, this just ain't for me. Say let yourself go, say let yourself go, say let yourself go, say let yourself go. Say let yourself go, say let yourself go.
Thank you very much. So, this next song I mentioned last week a song I had which was kind of, I was looking for a vocal delivery I couldn't quite get, so I watched the Motorhead and Lemmy, and this is that song. So this is a song I never get to dedicate to my mom. It's actually her favourite, but then luckily I got a message through earlier today from Martin, who asked me to dedicate this to the wonderful Charlotte, with the message that, regardless of the title, he does love you very much. So, Charlotte, this is Slag. The crowning moment, the blessing of the God, dispose of the game of the rising of the sun. The rich become rich while the poor stay poor. When it is down, put chains on the door. Dispose of the spender and the trappings of the game. And more poison while you wait for the fame. If you're careful, little, can you have some more? Don't reach for the stars if you scrub the floor. Don't kill me, I am nothing, scar me. I am nothing, find me. I am something more.
I'll do the test, won't question what's right. Wait for the medal if I have to fight, so kill me. I am nothing, scar me. I am nothing, fire me. I am Beth more. Hold me. I am something, fire me. I am nothing, heal me. Then you won't Beth more. And you dance, you laugh, you watch it all for the pieces. And you march with your flag, your face is set. You call everyone power, dirty old slag. And now I have found my peace. Told upon a lie. And you dance, you laugh, you watch it all fall to pieces. And you march with your flag, your face is sad. You call everyone in power until you're slag. And you dance, you laugh, you watch it all fall to pieces. And you march with your flag, your face is sad. You call everyone in power until you're slag. And now I have found my peace. Told upon a lie, 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 lie. Thank you very much. It's a lot of fun to play that song. I somehow get away with it. That was going to be another single off the record, but like I said, we had to cut the album short, the tour short, so it never made it. But when all this craziness finishes, I'm going to get back on the road and finish that tour with Ed. And we'll be bringing a few more videos out to go with that, so that's definitely on the list, I reckon. This is called Letting Go. Jumped out libertine, trapped in time, living in squalor with the glittering vibe. Dining out still in a forgotten store, holding off a curtain with his fists of glory. And sick as ever go down, and the cover's the same. Save my soul, tired of living in the old ways, that the cheerleading road. Now I'm just a pillow holding on the best days. The image you adore, it's just a faded impression ball. And I was sold for the sake of the soul, for the letting go. It's easy when you only see the stars in my eyes. Cover up makeup in the deadly disguise. Loving out of something walking out of the spotlight. Seem to be a footnote of the story, alright. You can say that I didn't put up a fight. See my soul, tired of living in the old ways, that the cheerleading road. Now I'm just a pillow holding on the best days. The image you adore, it's just a faded impression ball. And I'm so
Thank you very much. Well, I hope you're all there. Like I say every week, I don't have the screen, so I can't see the hearts. Hopefully there are some hearts going up the screen. I watch plenty of these shows from other artists and kind of envious when they see the screen, but like I say, I don't. I like to save the screen and I go back after my show here and I have a little after party and I go back through and watch. I kind of watch myself, which is a bit odd. I don't do it for that reason. I do it so I can just read your comments and stuff, and so my apologies if I don't reply now, but I will enjoy reading what you have to say later on. This is Black Blood. Thank you very much. So, this next segment of my show, as you will know, those that keep coming back week in, week out, which is amazing. We're in week 9, I think it's week 9 now. And my trailers, I only seem to manage to count them, and every week I make one. I was like, what week is this? I think it's week 9, or, you know, something like that. But anyway, this is the part of my show where it's a new song time. So again, I'll briefly run through what this means for any newcomers, and the rest of you can have a laugh from me trying to struggle through this without waffling on too much. I don't know who said last week, oh, we should have a week of Matt waffling, but I don't know. There's like, I'm trying to keep these short, you know. There's Antiques Roadshow is only 1 hour long. I think my waffling would be eating into the 9 o'clock show, which whatever that is, I'm sure it's far more better than my waffle. So anyway, rewind. I'm writing a record during this lockdown, completely from scratch, and each week I debut the songs as I'm kind of writing them, and I'm going to record the album. In fact, I start recording tomorrow here, so this is the last time you'll see this setup. So next week you will get a different view of my room. So isn't that exciting? I don't know. But anyway, so I'm recording, and if this lockdown ends in 2 weeks, which who knows, you know, who knows what's going to happen. But that's my target anyway for next week. And the album is to buy from Tensheds.com. There is a link on here somewhere, and it's purely donation based. And play whatever you want, and you can come and share in this journey. So, like I say, the recording of this will begin tomorrow, and I'm not going to say I'll be posting updates every day because that's too ambitious for me, but I'll be letting you into the sort of recording process and all that, if it's going well anyway. So this is this time of the week, so let me get my notepad and have a little sip of my drink from the wonderful Tensheds chalice, which is again made by the wonderful Heather. So cheers everybody, thank you for coming back. This song is a delicate song. I kind of don't keep track of the songs. I write them and I perform them each Sunday, and then I don't go back to them. So tomorrow when I start recording, it will be interesting to see kind of what I've written so far. And from reading the comments, they seem to be going down all right. So I guess I'm doing something okay with this. You seem to be pleased with what you've already paid for. Those that have, anyway. So anyway, this is a delicate song. I always try and put something like this on a record, and I often finish a record with what I call like a stoner track. I don't know if this is that track yet, but I feel there was some big songs on the record, and this is my delicate offering. It's called Cotton Wool World.
Next to me, and I'll ask for a little peace. Will you keep your opinion safe? Oh, I don't need cracks in my view. And you lie so silently that the cloud falls from your face, and I must carry these words with disgrace. To make you feel the queen you were born to be, the light and the shadow, the warmth silently like a smile falls from your face, and I must carry out this words with disgrace. A fool am I to deny you your cotton-wool world with your safe scent of you. Will you come whisper your story? Will you open up your pain? You can scream in my arms and I will never let go. There's a love I will devote, I will never grow tired. I'll be your holding hand and your midnight kiss, and you lie so silently like a smile falls from your face, and I must carry all these shackles with disgrace. A fool am I to deny you your cotton-wool world with the safe scent of you. So silently like a smile falls from your face, and I must carry out these shackles of disgrace. Fool am I to deny you your cotton-wool world with your safe scent of you. Your cotton-wool world with your safe scent of you. There we go, song number 9, I think it is. So thank you very much. Onwards, Notebook away. I forgot to mention, these songs are very new, so I don't really remember them. So I need my notes, and this is my notes for my record to see what is next. What is next is Sharp Threads. Sharp threads, thread tail, 2 heads, 1 face, 2 lies. And foundation both floating in the blue skies. What you gonna do when you go down? What you gonna do? What you gonna do when you go down? Where you gonna go? What you gonna do when you go down? All ties set sail in the direction you're gonna fail. Gonna find you, gonna steal you, gonna cut you, and roll and quarter you. What you gonna do when you go down? What you gonna do? What you gonna do when you go down? Where you gonna go? What you gonna do when you go down? You choose, roll the dice, I wasn't born to lose. You got greed, you You got cries, you're not born in dead in the night. They know that you do. Don't be scared, it's only cowards who run. So what you gonna do? What you gonna do, baby? Say what you gonna do? What you gonna do when you go down? Down. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when you go down? Where you gonna go? What you gonna do when you go down? What you gonna do? Say, baby, when you go down. Thank you. That's a lot of fun, that one. I never said before, like, those have already got the record, and the record I explored like a new instrument. I try and do something different on each record. Like the one before was my sort of 200-year-old piano, the Dandy Punk Prince. The one before that was kind of more studio-y kind of guitar and piano. But this one, I kind of wanted to sort of play around with the Rhodes organ and effects pedals and things like that. So there was very little piano on this record. So it's been kind of interesting reworking some of these songs for piano, and a bit like last week, you know, some songs just don't really transcend to the piano. Odd, I know, seeing as it's a road, but you know, some need that kind of groove or style, or a little bit of crunch or something. And this next song is one of those songs I tried. It's called Troubleshooter, and I tried to make it work, and I really like the song. Obviously I like the song, I put it on a record, but oh dear, I'm waffling again, aren't I? But anyway, the song didn't really work on this, and it kind of also, like, all the songs on this record really do miss head, so, and that one especially, it was all about the groove, you know, where most bands kind of stick, like the drums has just basically the backbeat, and stuff like that. Like with Tensheds, when we play together, there's just the two of us, so we're both frontmen. And this song didn't work without that. So if Ed's watching, I hope he agrees that some of them did work without it. But you know what I mean anyway. In fact, it wasn't this next song, it was the last. I put the new song in, where Troubleshooter should have been. So anyway, onwards with the album. This is, did I have anything to say about this? No. Oh yeah, I guess, well, when it comes to writing, this song, when we wrote this in Wales, it was like a real sort of, like upbeat, sort of happy, skip along sort of pop song. Pop folk even, you know, very, very jolly. And I came to record it, and we'd already got Ed's drums down, and it just didn't feel right. So anyway, this jangly, skip along pop song became this song, and this is Secrets, and this is, as Heather puts it, Heather who made my mug, requested Secrets with the jangly bits. So this is Secrets with the jangly bits.
Thank you very much. This is Picture. And I tell you home I'll walk with you. When you let me hold your hand, I feel like I wanna let it go. As we dance into the quicksand, you're always warm for the night. Your trace cooling away for the glitter, with that endless restless smile. Like a space down by the water, can drift, flow, free. Tell my soul the little piece of letting go steals my sight, for I can't watch death go. Remember how we spent those summer nights? We would dance in a moment, killing time, bringing dreams alive. We could change it all and we could change ourselves. Now the day comes to steal the light. All promises with God are just broken, and I can't forget my eyes. In a flash, in a moment, love gets torn, life still gets breathing. Tell my soul the little piece of letting go steals my sight. Oh, I can't watch death tame the soul. The little piece of letting go close my eyes. Oh, I can't watch death go. Thank you very much. So we are at the end of my show. I got one more song left, so don't click off just yet. Thank you again so much for coming and letting me entertain you tonight. Like I say, the album recording starts tomorrow, so stay tuned for little snippets of that as I go along, and you know, I'll probably either on here or on my Instagram, you know. And then this is it till next week, so I look forward to going back to my little office in the back there and checking out your comments and seeing the love and also another thing to point out is this week, I'm sure you've seen on the news, there's lots of talk about venues and the lack of the sort of venues closing, and my friend Frank is doing a lot to sort of save the venues, and there's a lot of videos, a lot of things going on to help save the venues, and I had the privilege of being part of one made by the wonderful Henry Baroche. and it's called Something Good Will Come Out of This, so please go on to YouTube and check that out and help support the venues. If we're going to need them at the end of this, whenever this is, but in the meantime, I'm kind of happy here in my little venue with you, my invisible audience. And I can't believe how quick this week has gone. I mean, I don't know what the time is. I could sit here all night and play your songs and ramble on, but Antiques Roadshow is ending, something better is coming on, so I will play this and I will say farewell. This is kind of my chill out, stoner ending of an album. This was originally called 9, because when we wrote it over in Wales, didn't have any titles for songs, so we just called it Song 9, and then I got all creative and I just called it 9 as in N9N. And then I thought, my God, man, no one's going to be able to find that if they want to go to Spotify or YouTube. So anyway, I called it Forever in Dreams, and I think it's a nice little ender, so. Thank you very much. I've been Tensheds. Stay safe, be kind, and see you next week. Same place, same time. Thank you very much.